You see, it's Steve Whitty here with another recent finds video. The significance of this one is this is the 100th recent finds video. Not the 100th video, but this is the 100th one which I've showed off what I've been buying. This is all vinyl. The previous couple have been CDs. And but this video is going to be showing singles and albums that I've purchased. So let's start with the 7-inch singles. Yeah, I do like my 7-inch singles. And first up, this is 10cc Rubber Bullet. This was a #1 single for the band in the UK, their first #1. Sort of like a pastiche of sort of like a Beach Boys song. Really, just as a classic single. That's all I can say about that. Another classic single. This is Cream, Sunshine of Your Love. It came out in '67. This is a mono. And got a little M just on there, Polydor. And on the back B-side, Schwa, I think is what it's called. Going back to Sunshine of Your Love, I think probably the greatest compliment they ever had was that Ella Fitzgerald did a version of this. And I think for Jack Bruce, Jack Bruce's father was particularly impressed by that. Original release of Silver Machine by Hawkwind from 1972. Got to #2 in the charts and featured on the vocals Lemmy. This is it's a reissue. This is Jethro Tull's Living in the Past on Island. Got the Island jacket there. Really pleased to find that. And you've got John Fred and the Playboy Band, Judy in Disguise with Glasses. Just a nice classic pop song there. It's always a favourite. A classic song. This is Loving Spoonful Daydreams. Yeah. This is on the Pie International label. So pleased to pick that one up. More to Me Rolling Stones. This is The Last Time. And then you've got Play With Fire on the B-side. So again, pleased to pick that one up. Some Rush. This is Closer to the Heart. This was their breakthrough single. You got just scraped the top 40 in 1977. They just started to tour, and they'd done their first tour, and then it's sort of like released on the fact Farewell to Kings. And on the B-side, you got Bastille Day and Temples of Syrinx. Which was, yeah. And that Rush was it's an eBay win, and so was this. This is Spirit of Radio, backed by Trees. The biggest hit single for Rush, top 20. I was so pleased that I'd won that. I'd forgotten I'd won it because I'd picked up a copy in a picture disc. So, as it's only £1, but yeah, really pleased to have that. And then the final single. Another Island issue. This is Paper Sun by Traffic. B-side, Giving to You. Paper Sun, I believe, was the first single that Traffic released. A group composition there. So, really pleased to find those. And those are the singles. So, moving on to the albums. We've got Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute. Probably, I'm not sure if it's the biggest album, but features their biggest track, probably best known, which is What a Fool Believes. Michael McDonald, heavily vocals came up on the front. I'm not sure if it was originally the last album. I've not got that much Doobie Brothers, so pleased to pick that up. I was looking for the cheap bins at the local store, and Pete says, I'm going to put these out so you can have first dibs on this. And there was 1 or 2 albums. This was the first of them. This is Bob Dylan's greatest hits. It's in pristine condition. It's even got the original company inner sleeve as well. I've just added a anti-static, and I believe it's in mono as well. So, yep. In mono for a couple of quid. I wasn't going to say no to that. So, yeah, Bob Dylan's greatest hits. I haven't got that much Dylan on vinyl, so happy to pick that up. And then curiosity. This is Paul Katner, Jefferson Starship, and this is the Blows Against the Empire. Now this is released on RCA and came out in 1971. So this is sort of, at this point, a side project rather than a fully blown concept of Jefferson Starship. So yeah, I'll be interested to listen to what that sounds like. Then moving more on to that, this is Paul Katner's and Grace Slick's album Sunfighter, and this is, I believe, I don't know if the child is their daughter China. I think that's what they called the daughter. They were going to be asked what they were going to call the child when she was born. They said they're going to call it God with a little G to keep it humble. But so again, this came out in 1971, but this is on this time. It's on the their own Grunt label. So yeah, these are blind. These two are definitely blind buys for me. I might post comments on the Facebook page and say what a load of absolute tosh, but you know, it's always worth giving it a go. A couple of quid, I can't go wrong. Paid more than a couple of quid for this. This is Montreux's debut. Particularly, it's got a bit of hard rocking. Bad Motor Scooter and Space Station Number 5 are the main songs on this that I know. I've got a download somewhere, but very happy to pick up a copy of that. And the vegetarian vegan's best friend, Ted Nugent. It's a Double-Eyed Gonzo from 1978. And then you've got Scream Dream from 1980, which has got Wango Tango on it. I've made it clear that I don't really like the guy personally, but music I quite enjoy. So you can't. I have no conflict in the fact that he goes around hunting. That's his choice. It's all about choices in the end in life. It's my choice to go vegetarian, vegan. Nobody put a smoking gun to my head about that. And likewise, we should be putting smoking gun on him. I don't agree with hunting. I don't particularly like it, but then I'm not really one to say that you can't do it yourself, because it brings, if you try and force people to do something, it brings out the inner child in them. They become all stubborn. Anyway, so I'll just get off my soapbox. This and go back to showing some records. This is Lotus by Santana. This is a triple live album, and it only cost me £6, and because the cover's a little bit beat up, but the record's in great nick. You've got the posters. Well, I'll show you the posters. You've even got the original inner sleeves are still there. And you've got posters. Apparently, there were 2 posters. I looked at it. So you've got, and if I just open it out, I won't open it out too much. Yeah, I'll just show the one. It sort of opens out like so, and then the other poster opens out, and the plane joins that side. So they are a little bit on the brittle side. And then let me just show you. If I go. So you've got the image of Christ there, and then you've got the image Easter. So very much reflecting where Carlos Santana was at that particular moment in time. As I say, since I started buying vinyl again, I think probably there's a couple of acts. There's some acts I've, due to that, and I've really started buying, which I never normally would have bought before. And Santana is probably one of them. I was aware I might have got a greatest hit comp, but to actually start buying the albums and say free record set for £6, I wasn't really going to say no. Again, vinyl's in really good nick. Cat Stevens, Buddha and the Chocolate Box. Oh Very Young's the best track on this. I'm trying to think when this came out. Yeah. 1973. This came out. So Cat Stevens had moved on from his like Tea from the Tillerman and Teaser and the Firecat, and probably started to search more. He was always searching, but I think that search for inner peace, spiritual peace, was very much upmost. James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, again a couple of quid. So you've got Fire and Rain, Oh Susanna, probably his breakthrough album, produced by Peter Asher, came out in 1970. This is a reissue on the Green Warner Brothers label. Joe Walsh, but seriously, got Life Is Been Good. That's the well-known song on it. Came out in 1978. So this was sort of like just after Hotel California. So riding on the crest of a wave with that. Then this was the other album Pete put out and said you might want to take that. And this is The Who, Meaty Beaty, Big and Bouncy, which was sort of like greatest hits compilation. To pick that up for £2, it's on Track Records. Where I'll be honest, I saw this in our local charity shop and I was like, I wanted about 15 quid for it. And funny enough, I was in a charity shop this week and there was a Rolling Stones EP, 7-inch single, and they want, because it's the Rolling Stones, they wanted 15 quid for it, having a laugh. This is Steve Winwood's Taking Back the Night. This came out in 1982. Features Valerie. So I'm building up my Steve Winwood collection. And then you've got Roll With It. And this came out in 1988. And this was also the album after Back in the High Life, but it was also the first album on Virgin. He'd left Ireland after about 20 years. I think Chris Blackwell was really upset about it because he felt he was sort of nurtured Steve Winwood as a kid, basically, because he was a kid when Spencer Davis Group was out. So, yeah, it's not a bad album. I like the title track on it, but I think it became sort of like typical mid-80s fare. And then the final album, this is some Atlantic Black Gold. It's a 20 great soul hits by original artists with 208 Radio Luxembourg. And stuff you got on here, Arthur Conley's Sweet Soul Music, best known tracks, you've got Otis Redding and Carla Thomas, Tramp, Wilson Pickett's Midnight Hour, Eddie Floyd's Knock on Wood, Soul Man, Sam and Dave, Otis Redding's Dock of the Bay, Green Onions, Book of TMGs, Clarence Carter's Patches. These are some of the best songs on here. What I Say by Ray Charles, and Detroit Spinners Ghetto Child, to name but some. So that is all the vinyl finds. So I'm pretty much now up to date with the records. So enjoy your weekend, VC. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. It's a bit up and down, so I got into my chest a little bit. If you've come across my channel for the first time and you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. I'll always reply to you. Now, until the next video, look after yourselves, keep spinning, and more importantly, keep smiling.